Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. We are here with Empire at War with the remake mod 4.0 just released, and we have been taking a little look-see-doodle on the streams, and we're finally settling in for a campaign. And I think today we are going to be doing the Empire. We're going to do a grand campaign. This is going to be a long campaign. And I'm tempted to increase the difficulty to... We'll probably die very fast. But I'm tempted. I don't know. We are streaming this on Twitch, so if anything pops up or anything, that's just Twitch. Yes, we are. So I will be uploading this to YouTube later. So the question is, do we go up the difficulty to Death Sticks? I don't know what Death Sticks is. I assume it's hard, okay? I assume it's hard. So let's talk about politics. Why did the Trade Federation establish a blockade on Naboo? Because them boys be mad. Okay? Or it says the game froze. The game may have froze. Okay? Yes, the game may have froze. No, we're back. We're back. Okay. It did not like me changing difficulty, apparently. Okay, so we're gonna stay on Spice, I think. Because I know Empire is harder than the Rebellion. We're going to leave everything else the same, and then we're going to load on in. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? What about the Wookiees? And yeah, it's harder. Yeah, I've tried both sides so far, and I honestly, the Empire is definitely harder. The stuff you get at the start you're opposing, like, you get against the Republic hardliners, you get a Secutor, which is something you can't deal with unless you can get your ISDs, your Imperial Star Destroyers out from Quat. And you can't get them out easily because Alderaan usually has about 2 to 3 Venators. It is randomized. That is something to be aware. It is randomized, so it's not always the same. But I think this, like, stuff like I think the specific units are always the same, right? But I think the starting positions of some of the stuff are different. It's just gonna take a little bit to load. Spice, you bloody pike. I mean, I'm just playing the difficulty. I'm not running Spice through Tatooine. Not yet, anyway. Alright, so let's have a look. What did we get? Oh, yeah, so when you load up into the game, you do get like little guides on like or little info tips on what's happened with the changes. I'm not going to go through them here because I've gone through them a few times. But the general gist of it is everything has changed and planets are now sectors, systems, and planets and such like that. Ground combat has been overhauled so that their units are regiments instead of single units, so you recruit regiments instead of that. It's a lot better, honestly. You don't just spam out single units, you pick the regiments you want. I like them. It kind of helps the AI with, like, when they build their regiments, they get units rather than like units preset for them instead of them just spamming out whatever they want. But other than that, let's get into it. Let's take a look then. Oh, we got another one. Yep. This is all about your factions, your minor factions, which aren't all easy to deal with. So the planets are always the same, like the planets you start off with. It's just the positioning of some of the units. Let's turn all our information. Yep, let's turn them all on. Take a look-see-doodle. So I don't think the characters spawn in different locations. I think the characters all stay in the same location, but the units they get with them are different. And yeah, so let's take a look. So this is the 181st Imperial Fighter Wing. I actually haven't really used any of these forces. I never got out of Fondor last time we tried this. Yes, we always start on Tatooine. No, we don't actually start on Tatooine. Where's Tatooine? Oh god, my Star Wars geography is gonna fail me. Tatooine is somewhere around there. I know my Star Wars geography, okay. Yeah, I knew Tatooine was near Geonosis, and I know Geonosis was down south near the Outer Rim. Okay. So let's have a look. So Vader starts with Black Squadron. He doesn't start off in his Imperial Star Destroyer. So to get him into an Imperial Star Destroyer, I assume it's Imperial Star Destroyer he gets upgraded into something. I don't think it's the Executor. I think it might be just an Imperial Star Destroyer, then maybe the Executor. I don't know if there's like multiple upgrades. I'm not sure. But yeah, you just need Tech Level 2 and Colony Level 2, which makes sense for just a standard Imperial Star Destroyer, like a 2. And yeah. In space, Nathan goes down south. Well, it's easier for me to tell people where I'm looking or whereabouts we are when I say south, okay? It's easier. A lovely bit of Cantina music here. This is the KOTOR 2 soundtrack. Okay, so we do... Oh, wait. You know what would help? If I pause the game on month 3. So things are in months, not weeks. So we're already a little bit ahead. I didn't pause the game, my bad. Off to a good start, Nathan, yes. So we do have a Vigil, which... These are not bad, but we really want the Vindicators. The only capital ship we have access to is the Victor class in Coruscant. Quat has the ability to produce Venators. We don't have access to Imperial Star Destroyers other than the one we start off with, which we actually have to name. What are we going to name our first Imperial Star Destroyer? We can't rename them, actually, but, you know, I like the immersion. So what do we name the Imperial Star Destroyer that we have? That is the question now. And in the meanwhile, while we name that, let's have a look at everything. So we have some Tartan patrol groups. We have Mara Jade, which she's in the Z95, right? Yeah. And I want, yeah, no, make it actually thematic because I can't. We're on Twitch still, and I've got to, and I'm gonna put this to YouTube. So please make them friendly. Okay, so we do have Vigil classes over here and Tartan patrol groups. No, that's Hoth. I instinctively clicked Hoth because I was playing as the Rebels last night, and I am a filthy rebel right now in my mindset. Okay, so we've got the 181st here. We are Demolisher, or rather Admiral Screed in Demolisher. Yeah, well, you know, Gazanti, Gunship, Tartan. Yeah, if you have any names, do let me know for the Imperial Star Destroyer. Yeah, do let me know in the comment sections below. So other than that, let's have a look. So, what do we have here? We have outposts, Imperial ground bases. These are 75 upkeep and 100 upkeep. Do we need the outposts in everywhere? I guess we should for now, but I don't think we will need them after we've secured the core, because that's our target right now. We need to secure the core. We don't have Alderaan, we don't have Argo, we have the Corellian system, which are Republic hardliners, which I do know they start off with a Secutor, which is quite scary. Maybe we can't defend everything, okay? That's the problem. We have a couple settlements, or rather planets, not settlements, up near the Avon system. And the question is, do we defend Kellenon? I'm sorry for my pronunciations. Do I defend this section here? Do I invest in it? I don't think it's worth it, honestly. Let's move what we've got to here. Just so we have some extra protection. Can we get some satellites, maybe? That is the question, though. Do we invest in some protection here? We could get some satellites grids to kind of beef up the protection, but we have to expect the entirety of the rebel forces, or majority of them, will be in the Yavin system. And they've already taken Arda, or maybe let's start off with Arda if you're not playing them as them. If you're playing as Yavin, or sorry, with the rebels, you don't start with Arda. It starts as a empty planet. Okay. They do have start with best. Okay, so when you're not playing as the rebels, they start off with Bespin. They start off with Ada and Dubrillion. But when you play as them, you don't have Bespin. You have to take it, which is actually quite tough because they start off with a lot of forces over there. But I do find the rebellion's a lot. The rebellion a lot easier. So let's have a look. So we want to get a taxation office over in Coruscant because it is a urban climate. So the way this works is taxation agencies buff up your income in urban climates more with like high populations and such, whereas for like mines and such, it's best to get the mineral deposits or rather a barren climate for the high mineral deposits. You can get both, I believe, on whatever you want, but you get the most out of, you know, if it's high population or high mineral based on what you're building. We're going to build a taxation agency. We want to get the taxation going. Same goes in Quat. Quat is a urban climate.
Construction.
What else do we want to get? Yeah, let's just get like taxation provinces everywhere. Temperate climates are best for... Oh, right, okay, so it seems like urban you can only put taxation, but temperate you can put both, it looks like. So we are going to get a taxation office on an axis. Actually, I don't think it's worth it. Let's make sure we've got everything, like the specialized stuff first. Like maybe we've got any mines. If we have any mines, it's worth investing in. Like barren climate. Yeah, common ore. It's a barren climate. Let's get a... Oh, we already got mine on here, so let's get the upgrades. Let's invest in the mines of common ore. We actually already have a taxation on Rendili. We cannot create this into a administration office over an agency. That's something we can consider. We do have Fondor and Abrogado Ray. Yes. So let's get taxation here. Right. I'm not going to invest in the temperate ones right now because we have 50,000. I've probably spent a decent bit. This doesn't like instantly spend the money. When you spend them, when you build a building, or sorry, when you start building it, you see it start ticking down here. There we go. So you're kind of spending it per percentage of building you are doing. The first thing as well I want to do in terms of expansion is getting some Imperial probes. Let's get some Imperial probes and take a look around. Let's just get a couple of them everywhere. I just want to go full exploration mode and check what is over here. Yeah, because like that's the first thing. We need to know what forces we're dealing with. We need consolidated forces. What do we have over here? We have a couple of units. Let's move them. You know what? Actually, you know what I will do instead of doing that, because they'll keep filling up this section. We're gonna move the satellite and the taxation or admin offices, and then we're just gonna move these guys across. There's no ground heroes in Remake 4.0, so that is like something to be aware of. You can't put your heroes on the ground. You just have the regiments.
Transmission received.
Let's get these recon everywhere.
Departure set.
And then we'll pause it so I can have a look.
On the way. Right away. Moving out. Heading out.
There we go. Let's pause it now. Because I already want to know what's happening everywhere. So actually, this is a fairly underdefended Brental. We can definitely expand here. It only has a Saber tank, or rather a Republic tank regiment, which has one A6 Juggernaut. Oh, that's actually quite tough. And then they've got the Saber tanks and some clones. Yeah, we do have some remaining clones. That is a weak Alderaan, and it deceived me. I thought it was a very small fleet, but no, they have 2 Venators and an Acclimator. The Acclimators are actually quite scary. They have the heavy concussion missiles, which have like quite high damage output, and they have a victory class on top of that. Yeah, we're not going to get through to Alderaan. We need to get through to Alderaan because our Imperial Star Destroyer is actually stuck in Quat right now, and yeah, in Cato Nemoidia, we have a Lucahawk, we have a Donut. We're not getting through there at all. We can maybe get through to Alderaan if we build up, but we're not getting through to Cato Nemoidia.
Production started.
Let's check the Corellia system. Yeah, so the problem here is that they have a Secutor, which is a massive problem. It's a heavy Star Destroyer, so you can imagine that that is a bit of a problem. Okay. Alright. Alright, we want to get our taxation when we can. Do we not scout this? Scout this.
Let's move out.
Boreas is quite empty as an Imperial Venator. Actually, I'm curious, is there any difference between a non-Imperial Venator? They have 2 V-Wings, 2 Arcs, 1 Lat. What does a Imperial one have? It has 1 TIE Fighter, 2 TIE Bombers, and Gazantias. Okay. I actually thought maybe it's a different mod. I think there's one mod that you have to get to Tech 2 to start getting TIE Fighters and TIE Bombers. Instead of, like, you know, Arcs and such. How's Zoth? Just 3 Vindicators, another Venator. Yeah, these core worlds are quite defended. I do think we're going to expand very soon. Let's just move this across. Let's pause and move these across. Just so they're out of the way. Let's just go to Brental, I think. Because there's nothing on Brental.
Construction.
It'd be easy enough to pick up. Okay, yeah. So let's go send in the AT walkers. Oh, I forgot to move my construction here. Yeah. Let's move our AT walkers over here. Let's scout down to Argyle.
Let's go.
Let's move more walkers. I really like the walker regiments for the Empire.
Calculate jump to light speed.
So I'm just going to get some spare units that I have. I actually don't have a single troop down there, but I have to be a bit careful there. Let's take another walker. I don't think we need more. We only have 2. Yeah, 2 is enough. Let's keep you here. Because that is an, like, they do have, I believe, wait, isn't Krennic? Oh, maybe he's not here. I swear Krennic sometimes is, I guess it's randomized sometimes. I definitely remember seeing him over it. Was that a different mod? I play so many Empire at War mods. I've kind of lost track at this point. Can we not send these guys? Oh, there we go. Oh, I didn't put a Pathfinder unit, did I? So it's just going to spawn. The exact same. It makes a difference. It was the exact same. But yeah, well, we'll hopefully get a space battle in this episode. They are, honestly, the maps are gorgeous and the ship models are so glorious. But this is our first look at the ground battles, or at least in this playthrough. Bit of frame there, but you know. So you do. So each regiment does start off with. Oh, hello. Oh, who's attacking me? Oh, they. Okay, never mind. So each regiment, or yeah, I think they're called regiments, right? Start off with a couple transports, and then you have your whatever vehicles that you have, like what specializations in, and then you have a bunch of troops, which you also have sergeants, which are sergeants. If they die, they basically stop your men from shooting, I think. But they also buff up your units. But we're going to get them in on transports. As well as that, I believe you have some, like, mortars and stuff. I don't know if these guys have it. These guys have the rocket troops, which can't get into transports.
Yes, sir. Roger.
Awaiting orders,
Yeah.
sir.
Alright, let's get the rest into here. So this looks like a smaller infantry regiment because of, well, it is a regiment. It's a AT-AT.
Always ready, sir.
ATST. I know. I
that.
promise you, I know my vehicles.
Advancing.
Weapons ready.
So and the launchers can't get into transport, so they have to kind of walk around. From what I can tell or heard, it's the limitation of the game.
Choose your reinforcements.
Gonna send some reinforcements down here.
At maximum unit
Affirmative.
capacity.
Scouting.
Oh, we do have another transport. I actually didn't see that guy, but again,
my way.
it's more of a. Oh, we do. Yeah, we go. We have an E-web, not a mortar. So I think the rebels have mortars, whereas the Empire have E-webs. But you do have a spare transport, I guess, just in case you lose one. And you lose a regiment if you take 2/3 of your vehicles lost in the regiment. This includes transport, so do not lose your transports.
What are your orders?
These guys are just army troopers. You know what? We need some fodder. You know, let the fodder go in, then let the stormtroopers come in after. You know. Reminds me of, I'm taking my Imperial Guard training and changing it to Star Wars.
Reporting in.
We actually do have a supply officer here, which he can drop ammo crates, which buff up the fire rate of the nearby infantry, which are quite nice.
Roger that.
Okay, let's send these guys up.
Scanning area.
We don't actually have speeders, which are the recon that you typically have, which means that we can't really recon our area out.
Awaiting orders.
But we're gonna send these guys up. Let's not zoom in too close. I really like the E-web. No, can't really get an angle on him.
Forces ahead.
Maybe a cinematic shot. No, there we kind of. So
Copy.
yeah, the ATST's covering off the transports.
I copy.
These are clone troopers on the ground.
On the move.
We're gonna move the
Reporting.
stormtroopers behind.
Scouting.
These are the
area.
ammo packs that the transports drop. These do the exact same as the supply officer. Buffs up the fire rate for, I think it's 50%.
Yes,
I
sir.
love the formations they keep to. The transport at the back, the walkers in the mid, and the infantry up front. I love it. They managed to capture those towers, so we don't have to deal with that. That's good. We've got some walls coming up, so they may have some turrets around here.
Let's go. Yes, Commander.
Without recon,
Right
it's a
away.
bit scary, to be honest with you.
Ready.
I like to have the speeders for the recon. Like now, yeah, we've got... What are we dealing with? Some rocket troops there. With the walkers
Moving out.
protected, like in the front,
Heading out.
they should be protected, the transports. So each map has a... Usually has a... Maybe we just can't see it right now, but usually it has a
All
planetary defense generator. Oh, what was that? Does this have a turret on that? This might have a... Yeah. I guess this has a turret in it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's get these troops... Do we need to get the troops out? Yeah, the games can get a bit framey. Oh my
Ready
god.
to go.
What was that?
Awaiting orders.
Shoot it, okay?
Always ready, sir. Affirmative. Let's move out.
My walkers are getting destroyed by building. Yeah, it's fine. We're good. Oh lord. Don't know what was firing out of that, but
Inputting coordinates.
it nuked my vehicles.
Reporting in. Keep
But I don't know if
going.
we need to get our troops out right now.
Roger that.
It's more like the recon. Oh, okay, they definitely have
This
something
way.
out. Get the troops out. Get the troops out. Pause, pause. Oh lord. That. I don't know what that is, but get the troops out. You too.
Welcome aboard, soldiers.
Disembark, lads. You're gonna die.
Form up.
What the heck? Oh, okay, they have a lot of tanks. There's the tanks.
Copy.
Move up,
I copy.
walkers. Oh my god. It's a war zone.
Reporting. Over there.
Oh, they have a juggernaut. Oh, right. Of course, they had the tank regiment, didn't they?
Enemy sighted.
Well, we now know what was obliterating my walkers.
Yes, sir.
Move up troops for the Empire.
Warm up. Yes, Commander.
Well, we're taking out the tanks at least. You don't see a casual frame drop every now and then. That's mostly just
Enemy
because of,
spotted.
you know, the mod.
Ready. Yes, sir. Ready
Just
to
move
go.
up, lads. Get the transports
Yeah,
back.
Commander.
Wait, oh, they're dead. Jugger. Let's maybe not keep... Maybe we should try and keep these walkers back, because we may have lost a regiment because of those transports dying to that juggernaut. If we keep the rest alive, maybe we'll be fine. I don't know how much losses this regiment has taken in walkers right now. Oh, this guy's on his own. Yeah, and now you're dead. Yeah, that kind of happens if you go on your own, lad. For the Empire, move up. Troops first. Troopers up first. So far, I'm enjoying the update. It's quite well done. I really like the regiment system for the ground combat. It makes it so much more fun. Just grabbing regiments instead of single entities. Engage. Oh god, we do need the walkers. We need their AT capabilities.
Reporting in.
Look at those troopers trying to take on the saber tanks. Absolute chads. We have the troopers up front tanking for our stormtroopers, okay?
Roger that. Form up. Scanning area.
Support order acknowledged.
Don't know if we have much left. Did I keep my transports that back? I did. Good, good. Oh, you guys move up. I forgot my E-web.
Awaiting orders.
So we should move these guys up as well.
Copy.
Oh, they're retreating. Okay, we won this. They feared the might of our troopers. Oh, the Juggernaut is running. I almost killed the Juggernaut. Don't let it escape. No, kill the Juggernaut. We met. Oh, okay, we killed enough of it. It's fine. I was just talking about the regiments being a great system, and then I was like, kill the Juggernaut because it's going to get away. No, it doesn't make a difference because the Juggernaut is in the regiment, and I killed enough tanks for it to just die. And we didn't lose that Walker regiment that got ambushed by the Juggernaut. Seems weird being ambushed by a Juggernaut. It's not the easiest thing to do. Let's pause. So we did get Brenpal from the Republic of Hardliners. Did we always have Champala and Carida? Maybe we did. I'm just blind. This is urban. Can we get some tax on this?
Constructing.
Just looking at my plans. You have a city, tax the peasants. You know, the Empire is very expensive to run, okay? Yeah, let's get some good old tax, some good old trade ports on top of the tax areas because they boost our income by 150, I think. Yeah, it's quite nice. I want to move all my stations over. We do have more ships that we can transfer over towards the Coruscant fleet.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, well, yeah, well, like I said, we're going to be renaming our Imperial Star Destroyer. Also, on top of the Imperial Star Destroyer naming, I want to know what you want to call it. We want to call it this Strike Force.
Construction.
We got to name our. You know what? I like the immersion. So let's go. So if you have any names for the Imperial Star Destroyer and the Strike Force, do let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, let's have a look then. What's next? We could go, Argo is a bit too rough for us, I think. I mean, it's only well, okay, quote unquote only acclimators, but it's still quite tough. Oh, we lost vision. The acclimators are still quite deadly, and we don't have that much until we can get our Venator back from, you know, back from Quat. What's the name then? I mean, we're not Republic, so we're Empire, so it has to be a Imperial name, or Imperial themed name. Borealis was not that tough, I believe.
Constructing.
So maybe move our fleet here. Do we have any spare ships around here? We do. This is why you want to, in my opinion, move like your satellites and stuff around, so you know what you've got from the get-go. So like this one extra unit is great to have. Does Kurulag have anything? if I click the right planet. So yeah, we got a couple of ships here that we can grab. And what I've figured out on this mod is starship superiority is important. I think we've grabbed all our fleet that we need. There we go. So what do we have right now in the Coruscant sector? We have 3 Vigils, 3 Tartan gunships, a Gazanti, and some Z95s. Oh, these are X-Wings rather. Those are actually good. I thought these were Headhunters. Z95s, but no, these are actually... X-Wings, which are really good to have. But we don't have any bombers. You know what I really want right now? I want some of those carriers, but we only have the gladiators. The gladiators aren't bad, but they don't give me bombers. They're going to give me fighters, and I really want some fighters. And that is the key. We need some bombers. Victories has 1 set, but that's not enough. We only have access to... We have access to merch. Do we tech up already? Do we escalate already? This is quite early to escalate, I think. But we don't have what we need. And I feel like escalating would give... If we escalate right now, it will buff up the rebels. That is the problem. Because if we escalate to tier 2, they get... Sorry, not Admiral Akbar, they get Commander Akbar. This is Admiral Akbar in his MC-80. Not Home 1 though. It's his normal MC-80. So... Do we want to give them an MC-80? That is the question. That means that they will be able to escape, pretty much deal with everyone, in my opinion. Like, his capital ship is very good. So, that's really the question. Do we want to give them MC-80s, X-Wings, and Y-Wings? Do it? I mean, what does that give us? It gives us our carriers, so we can get our TIE bombers. It also gives us, what else? Our... I don't think it gives us... Does it give us Imperial Star Destroyers? I think it may give us Imperial Star Destroyers. Yeah. But the problem with Imperial Star Destroyers is they can only be built in Quat. We can't get through Alderaan. Maybe that's the focus. Maybe we try and just dive Alderaan with whatever we've got.
Constructing.
Let's build this up.
Unit in production.
Maybe we have enough to deal with Boreas first. Maybe just get a couple of Vindicators. I just rely on like dominance of the TIE fighter. Okay, I'm thinking this. We get a couple of gladiators for those TIE fighters. That gives us 2 sets of TIE fighters. We get a couple of them. Sit them in the back. Then that gives us about 4 sets of TIE fighters.
Production
and then on top of what we already have. And if we can just deal with the fighters that are on that come from the
Transmission received.
space station, that's the word I'm looking for. Maybe this was not as... Maybe I'm thinking of a different planet, so it's more defense. Oh, right, this is a Venator. It has a Venator which has... It's an Imperial one as well, which has 3 units of TIE fighters, 2 TIE bombers, and some Gazantiers. Wait. Yeah, that's a lot of TIE bombers. We need a lot of fighters to counter their bombers. I think I'm happy with going for gladiators, a couple of gladiators, just to get some TIE fighters and maybe some Vindicators. And this will be like our strike force. But this will be like a strike force for now until we can get some our capital shipyard free.
Construction complete.
We can, if we tech up though, we get Piet, which is in a... He's not in a Imperial Star Destroyer, he's in a, whatchamacallit? using the one below. I can't remember what it's called. And yeah, but it isn't the one below.
Gladiator cruiser reporting.
Gladiator cruiser reporting. Yeah, we're gonna get a couple of Vindicators. These are heavy cruisers, which are they're decent. They can deal with the Venator, I think, if you have a good couple of them, because they have the ion cannons and the turbo lasers. So that's the thing we need right now. The Vigil have the, I think they have the, yeah, they have the rockets, I think, to deal with the fighters. And then we have the Gladiators, which can spawn in the TIE fighters, on top of having the 5 units of X-Wings. 5 units of X-Wings. These have the proton torpedoes, which are actually decent against the Venator. We're going to put the Vigil as our Pathfinder unit. I'm going to move this over. In terms of building up, let's just go, like...
Building under construction.
Let's get some... Let's just get some upgrades.
Constructing.
We can afford it, I think. Wait, did I get a trade depot over? No, I didn't. Okay, let's move these guys over here, by the way. Out that way, let's move the Venator, not the Venator, sorry, the Imperial Star Destroyer. This does make the land battles better. It turns the system from a single unit system, where you get like 6 units, you build 6 units and you place them in, or etc, etc. Instead, it's regiments, and you get a full regiment. Like, you get 3 regiments, like, slots to defend, and they have, like, multiple units in them. Are we done? We only have 2. You know what? We'll get 2 more. We'll get 2 more. We can afford it, I think. Quat is losing us money right now because we have the Star Destroyer on here. This Star Destroyer costs me 800 credits per week. So Quat is giving me like a good, what, 500 income. But the fact that my Imperial Star Destroyer costs me 800 upkeep, it's reducing that to minus 300.
Construction complete.
Okay.
Vindicator standing by.
Vindicator standing by. I love the voice acting in this. So we are going to get one more Vindicator, and then we're just going to go in. We may be overkilling this, but it's more... We're also preparing for, like, future battles as well. So I think that's perfectly fine to do so. Yeah, so let's just wait for that, and then we can attack. And we love you. I appreciate it. Too kind. Don't know what I did to deserve that, but very kind. So let's just have temperate climates. Not too bad. We can tax these guys now that we've got the prioritization done. Just to get some more income. Like, we're at 900,000 right now. Let's go in.
This gladiator moving.
Tactical battle imminent.
Wait, did they move the Venator, or is it just not showing? Right, it's showing the space station. I did put something on the Pathfinder. I hope it did. I swear I did. Well, we'll see, I guess. Okay, we did, yes. Alright, so let's have a look. Just gonna move up slowly.
Choose your reinforcements.
Actually, you know what? We'll stop here. Let's stop. Let's form up. So we want the Gladiators in the back.
Let's get this gladiator moving.
Let's get this Gladiator moving. I don't know why it's Scottish, but I'm loving it. Oh, I'm loving it. Let's bring in... We do want... Yeah, we want the Vindicators up front. So let's just bring them in. I guess we could have got a victory as well.
We'll get there.
Let's move, put you here.
Away.
Then just kind of get the visuals around, like, in between.
Moving out.
After that, let's get Vader in. Do we want a Vader in? We
Reinforcements
might as well, I
en
guess.
route.
Just have to be careful with him. Let's get... What does Vader actually do for combat? Result in 25 increased movement for all fighters and bombers. That's actually quite good. So let's get some X-Wings into here.
Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route.
These are bombers, so let's get our bombers in.
Reinforcements en route.
They're not TIE fight bombers,
en
but
route.
we'll take them. What do you actually have? You have las turrets, or laser turrets rather. I guess you're okay against fighters. I guess. Let's just bring. Might as well bring. Yeah, let's bring them in, I guess.
Reinforcements en route.
Kind of have them just to deal with whatever fighters we need. You have proton torpedoes, you Gazanti does. We won't spawn that in right now. What do you... You're in a Z95, right? Yeah.
Right away.
Alright, there goes the task force. That has not been named yet, but we'll figure out a name.
We'll get there.
So, we have the Vindicators up front. We have the Vigils nearby to deal with any fighters that get a bit close. And then we have the Gladiators behind,
Cruiser reporting.
which have just the fire capacity. Look at the amount of fighters we have right now.
Awaiting orders. We're on the way.
Might be a bit overkill for this engagement, but I think it'll be fine.
Ready, Admiral. Orders, Commander.
There, so we have 5 units of X-Wings, 9 units of TIE Fighters, and Darth Vader and his Black Squadron. Of course, and you've got Mara Jade. Oh, I guess you can see it. She's in a Z95. What did she actually do? She didn't do anything other than just being a good fighter.
We've located
Just
the
casually
enemy.
hear Darth Vader breathing through the music.
Moving on your order.
Okay, here, move the Vindicators up front. And the Pathfinder went a bit weird, but you know. Let's pause. Don't be afraid to pause.
Orders, sir.
Okay, the X-Wings, I want you to deal with the fighters or the bombers that they have, because you have proton torpedoes, actually. Go for
Attacking.
the proton torpedo launcher. I think I have enough TIE fighters to deal with that, so I think I'm going to use their proton torpedoes against the Vindicator. Sorry, the Venator.
To intercept course.
Take out those fighters.
Deal with the scum.
Bombers, you went in way too soon. Oh, just go in, go in.
Going for the torpedo launchers.
You stick around, you stick around.
I copy that, Commander. Course set. I'll take them myself. Waiting your orders. TIE fighter here.
Okay, just turn them.
Gladiator here.
Gladiator here. You're going the wrong way, lads.
Cruiser awaiting orders.
Okay, so the bombers are going in. I didn't want them going that early, because now they're getting targeted.
Armed and ready.
But they got the bombs off, but yeah, not great.
Confirmed. Targeting the torpedo launchers.
It's a lot of fighters with the space station and the Venator. That's why I really wanted those heavier. The ones that give you the TIE bombers. Look at that. The TIE bombers just nuking the Vigils.
Weapons charged. Tossing cruiser reporting.
We have a lot of fighters though, so I'm hoping that's enough.
Awaiting command. Active. I'm on the leader.
Doing a lot of damage to that Venator.
Weapons
Those TIE.
online.
Okay, break off and deal with those TIE fighters. Bombers just focus
Awaiting your
down
command. Roger that.
on that. Vindicators, do what you need to do, but deal with that Venator. Do what you need to do. Overload your weapons maybe? Overcharge primary batteries, yeah. There we go. So certain units have like different arcs of fire, and these guys can fire straight forward, which is great. They fire all the batteries straight forward. I think like the Spear Star Destroyers are a bit too big to do that. They have to kind of be broadside to do it, to fire the batteries.
Ready for action. Send the coordinates.
Watch Darth Vader is doing okay. I believe there is a cooldown if he doesn't die on.
Gaining on the enemy. Cannons
How we win this engagement? And you know what? We do have the gunship that can come in as well. Can we not spawn him over here?
There are too many, even for me.
I guess we can't just spawn it over here.
Reinforcements canceled.
Where can we spawn it? Oh, we can only spawn... Oh, okay. Actually, that's quite far back.
Here. Location confirmed.
Leave nothing
Something to be aware of, I guess.
Ready to blow something up.
You're finished.
That Venator is going down, looks like.
Go.
Yeah.
Stay on the leader.
Good. Is that transport? It's a shuttle squadron. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at that explosion. Lovely. The Venator is down.
Frequency open.
Good. Now the bombers direct their course. So fighters do get replenished as long as you got money in the bank. You're way too close, but
Bring the guns to bear.
just stop. Just stop.
Where's the target?
Where are you going?
Yes, Commander.
Gladiators are doing okay. They've got bombers all over them though. Jugger.
You need us, Commander.
Leave nothing alive.
Okay, by the way, yeah, most Imperial ships have the overload primary batteries, whereas the Rebels have, like, overload the engines. Do I have any more fighters left? Yeah, I do, a lot. Go for those bombers ASAP. I need them off my gladiators.
You presume too much.
Form up.
Vindicator standing by. Looks like I've lost all my X-Wings, which sucks, but, you know.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, take out those concussion missiles. They are hurting me right now. Go for those, yeah. Go for those concussion missiles.
Time to go.
I do like how pretty this mod is with this game. This game is with this mod rather. Oh, look at that! So nice. The Vindicator's taking a little bit of a beating, but we should be fine. Yeah, the space station is going down. I can still see the Venator just slowly dying, just going down. So beautiful this mod is.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Just deal with those fighters, please, because the TIE fighters have no like proton torpedoes or anything, so they're useless against the space station. We have taken out the what's the bullets, the concussion missiles. Let's go for the shield generators now.
Commander, our shields are gone.
Oh, look at that explosion of the Venator.
Standing by. Troops are awaiting orders.
Probably need a couple more visuals, to be honest,
You're finished.
or just more fighters in general.
Yield the power.
Something
of the
just
dark
dropped anyway.
side.
Sorry about that. Other people in the house.
Reporting.
I have you now. I have you now.
Yes, sir. Target confirmed. Destroying lasers. Spotting on the
Okay, so now we're
lasers.
gonna bomb that.
How about some action? I've spotted them.
We should be able to finish that off now. So we have everything fight. Wait, where are they going?
What's with all
What's
this
that?
sitting around?
Are they? Is that a Nebulon B running away? That is.
Ready, Admiral.
Oh, we could lose a Vindicator right now if we're not too careful.
Take out the laser batteries.
Yes, Commander. Ready. Target
You
confirmed.
will
Destroying
not escape
lasers.
this time.
Okay, just finish off that space station. And then we have you should probably send something to chase down the Nebulon. Oh, we have a gunship chasing down the Nebulon B. The patrol gunship. It's going to so... Oh, you're still alive. Good, good.
Vindicator standing by.
Oh, the gunship died.
Orders received.
Now, this is my only little issue, I guess. It's like the Nebulon B's running away and not doing
Awaiting
anything.
command.
Because now we have to chase them down. Which is so annoying.
Ready, Admiral. Orders, Commander. We'll get there.
Let's just fast forward them.
Vindicator standing by.
This Vindicator rather, just so damaged, yet so still alive. Can we even kill this? Oh yeah, we can. There's the health. I was wondering where the health was.
Ready, Admiral. Bring the guns to bear. We're on the way. Just come on.
The enemy is
Oh, okay.
retreating.
This is the first one they've actually tried to retreat now.
Indicator standing by.
Alright, there we go. I actually haven't seen them try to retreat before. Maybe because I was fighting mostly against independents. So I lost all our X-Wings, which is sad, but there was a lot of fighters there. And a Vigil. Not too bad, I'll take it. So losing those X-Wings are a little bit of pain, because now we don't really have anything. We just have arcs to produce right now. That's fine. Alright, let's do the ground battle. Take the planet. And then we can focus maybe on Alderaan next. Or maybe just try and expand even more. We have a spare unit to bring from over here. It's not even a frontline world, so I think it's... Oh no, it is a frontline. It has the Alderaan system.
Proceeding to coordinates.
I don't think you can get raided in this mod, so we're gonna bring these guys out. I don't know if I need any more than the one. Can we get a scout quickly? Or am I getting a scout? Just to probe, just to have a little look to doodle. I just want to make sure. I didn't really check the land battles. Okay. There we go. Let's go have a little recon.
Receiving
In the
location.
meanwhile, we probably should be building some trade and such. Let's get a taxation. Let's get a trade. We're up to 9,300 income. Wait, do they have nothing?
Construction complete.
Okay, they have nothing done there. Let's just send our troops
Construction
out on them.
complete. Invasion commencing.
Just auto-resolve it and it should be... Yeah, like with just the outpost, there's no point in us doing it.
System control
Alright, we have
achieved.
captured Borlias.
Building under
Punching these
construction.
sensations so badly. But I
Constructing.
think I will leave this here for the episode. I shall be uploading them probably just weekly. Just one episode a week. But yeah, do let me know what you want us to call the Imperial Star Destroyer and the Strike Force. And I will be uploading another episode probably next week. So other than that, I shall see you again next time. Bye bye.